Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Black On Only podcast. I'm your host, Mike Washington, and today I have a very, very special guest. I have the CEO, owner of Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes, Coco. How you doing, love?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing marvelous.
Good. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. So, why didn't you bring no cupcakes to set?
Thank you, Mike, for having me on your podcast. I'm really excited to talk to you. I've been knowing you for a long time, all the way going back to high school. We're not going to tell our age, though, so we're not going to say the year. But the donuts and goo days in the Foxville Mall. So people know that. They know.
Classic days.
Right.
Classic days. It's funny that I worked at a donut shop, and now your business is also in the pastry.
Yeah.
Cupcakes.
I feel like you're trying to take credit for that.
I kind of feel like when you tasted those donuts that made you want to make something at home.
No.
So, your business.
Yes.
Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
Coco's
Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
Extremely long. Yeah.
Hold on. First of all, how'd you come up with the name?
Well, my nickname is Coco. And then at the time, I was only going to make cupcakes. So you got Coco's, then you got cupcakes. And then I wanted to figure out a way to describe how my cupcakes were going to be. So I just wrote down a bunch of words, and then lip smacking, it stuck with me. So
they do be smacking.
Yeah.
They do be smacking. I seen you grow too. I'm just proud of you. I do want to say that though. I remember you had, the stands at some of the events.
Yep. Started with the tent.
Then went to the Sprinter.
Yep.
Now you have a brick and mortar.
I have a brick and mortar, and then I recently added a cupcake cart.
Oh,
LA's first cupcake cart, by the way.
Really? Mm-hmm. Where's the cart located?
So the cart is mainly for catering, but we also will do events as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so started with the pop-up tents.
Pop-up tent.
Then went to the cupcake food truck, brick and mortar, and now a cupcake cart.
And you said it's the first ever?
LA's first cupcake cart, yes.
And you do events with that?
So mostly catering, but we'll do events as well. We do more events with the cupcake food truck.
That's the Sprinter van?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. That's the one that my red velvet. I was hoping you brought something to set, but...
No, you got to go to the bakery.
Okay, so the brick and mortar location?
It is in Lakewood. I'm not far from the Lakewood Mall.
And is there any reason why you chose that location?
It really chose me, to be honest, because I grew up in LA. So Lakewood and Long Beach, that's always been far to me. It's still far, honestly. But there is a business that 2 doors down from my business, Smacked, and she was ordering cookies for me. So I would deliver the cookies. And then one day I saw that the business had a for lease sign up. So I was like, all right, let me just call and see what they're talking about. It was an empty space, just a huge empty, like a warehouse almost. And the prices, sounded about right, but I needed to do a full build out. But my parents moved from LA. They moved to Lakewood, like maybe a year before I found that location. So I always wanted a location closest to my house because I knew my second home was going to be the bakery. But God had different plans. My parents literally live a mile away. So I need help, I thought I've been doing it by myself I'm going on 10 years in December. I've been doing it by myself. So with the bakery, I'm like, oh, I got this. Yeah, no, absolutely not. So I needed my family's support. So they're literally right there.
That's what I was about to get to next. How long you been in business?
10 years in December.
10 years.
It's crazy.
Does it feel like it though?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Feels like a long time,
to me,
a long journey.
Like it was just yesterday when I seen you. I think, was it the Taste of Inglewood or
Taste
something?
of Soul. Probably Taste of Soul. I think that was 2016? No, 2015. That was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
But I did do the Taste of Inglewood.
And you do, it's like festivals your thing to do the most?
I do like festivals, but now I'm more so trying to just always do catering because, that's where the money's at.
I have a birthday coming up, and I might have to hit you for it. But you did say you do other things other than cupcakes.
Oh, yeah. So I started off only doing cupcakes, but I quickly realized it wasn't enough money in cupcakes, so I taught myself how to make custom cakes. So now I do cupcakes, cookies, custom cakes, peach cobbler, and then just regular cakes like your classic carrot cake, German chocolate. So, yeah. I expanded.
What inspires you to actually start Lip Smacking Cupcakes? Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes. My fault.
I used to bake just for fun, like from the box. And me and my mom, so I grew up over there off of Crenshaw and like Coliseum, right? Okay. So the Albertsons, that's down the street. Okay, yeah. So we would go to Albertsons and just buy like a white cake just to have.
Yeah.
And then I would bake like from the box. So I don't know. It was just fun. And I've always been into like arts and crafts and DIY. So you get to be creative when you're baking. So I just said, I'm going to start baking from scratch and then start a business.
And no one taught you how to bake?
No. And people always say, oh, this must be your mother's recipe. She cannot bake. Absolutely not.
I was thinking maybe a grandmother, a great aunt, somebody.
No,
nobody?
They cook, but not bake. I'm the only baker in the family.
Pops, nobody?
No, only me.
Only you?
Yeah. Yep. And self-taught. I went to YouTube University and Google taught me everything I know.
That's what I was about to say. I learned a lot from like YouTube and Google.
And it's free.
It's free information. You find it out. You find your way around it.
You just practice.
When did you like start selling cupcakes? I'm pretty sure you was selling them before you was like, this is a legit business.
Yes. Oh, well, I don't know. I've always been the type of person that feels like things need to like be legit from the start.
Okay.
So when I decided I was going to start a business, I already was getting the DBA going, trying to figure out what license I needed, my seller's permit. But as far as like having my taste testers, I was still working at the Marriott. So I worked a full-time job. So I would always take the desserts to the Marriott and then also my friends and, they would give me feedback and then that would help me get better.
I think I was one of the feedbacks because the red velvet is still my favorite.
It's crazy because do you know that's been the top selling flavor since I started? Like no lie, the reports tell me and I'm just like, I have like 20 flavors and it's still the top flavor.
So what flavors do you have now?
So I have a lot more fun flavors, like vanilla Oreo. I have a peach cobbler cupcake, fruity pebbles, Snickers.
The peach cobbler. I did see you making that.
It's so good.
I'm going to have to pull up and grab some. All right. So getting back to the business, like what were some of the obstacles that you faced early on when trying to create your business?
I wouldn't really say it was obstacles. It was more so like nothing is black and white. There's no handbook to starting a business, or at least it wasn't when I started. I feel like now, it's more accessible with how to start a business because everybody's on social media, like pay $99 and I'll tell you how to start your business from A to Z. But back then it wasn't that. So it was more of trying to figure everything out on my own and doing the research for my industry because since I'm in the food industry, it's a lot more difficult because you need like a cottage food license so you can even be able to bake outside of your house and sell these items. What type of business license I needed. And then each time I added something onto my business, like doing a pop-up tent, I feel like that was a little more easy, but now going into a food truck, oh my God, that was a whole different game. So I got to get a permit for the food truck. I have to get the food truck inspected. It has to even be approved to get a letter grade, so just the constant learning of what I need for my business because it's not easy.
And the permits, you have to get one for like each city?
You do. It's a scam, yes.
Because that's what I be seeing.
There's so many cities in LA County, but you need it for each city.
So you can't just get one for the county?
No.
Do you?
So I have one for LA, the city of LA.
The city of LA. Something I wanted to ask you, because I see you very visible on social media, is like the type of, like the role that social media plays in your business. So how do you go about promoting advertisement? Is it just...
Yes, social media plays a huge role. The more consistent you are, the better it helps your business. And also being on different platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, definitely TikTok.
That's where you're famous at now?
I guess. The more consistent you are on TikTok, it definitely will help the business. But it's hard because it is a whole other job, like having to create content constantly and just be in people's faces. But if you're not, they'll forget about you, but someone else is going to continuously be in their face. So you're kind of, moving down the totem pole at that point.
So you feel that really changed the trajectory of your business?
I wouldn't say that it had that huge of an impact. I just think that is something in addition. For me, for my business, it's always been word of mouth. Okay. Word of mouth has been the biggest impact for my business.
I feel the same because when you showed up to We Raise Our Kids, you donated the cupcakes, like immediately people like, who made these? Who made these? And I didn't have like a brick and mortar to send them to, but I sent them to your social media. And my cousin ordered some, but she didn't want to tell you she was my cousin, but that's a side story.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have your first store, but I wanted to ask you more importantly, like in the next 5 years, where do you see your business at?
I definitely see another location added on, and I also want to get another food truck.
What about like online orders? Like
we just started shipping our cookies. So we ship our cookies, we ship our merch, and hopefully in the next 5 years I can ship cakes. So we'll see.
All right.
I really don't want to, but people keep asking for it, so I feel like I need to.
Because cupcakes, I done ordered sprinkles online, and I ordered some like Washington, some I don't know, some other. Cupcakes.
But I mean, you're local to sprinkles, so did they drive it to you, or they shipped it to you?
In Washington.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the name of the company. It's not really important, but
maybe.
I just didn't know if you thought about like shipping
worldwide. Cookies, because that's easy. But we'll see. Maybe cakes.
All right. Cupcakes. So, Coco, you want to share with everybody information on how to reach you?
Yes. So you can go to our website. It's cocoslipsmackingcupcakes.com. Our Instagram is @lipsmackingcupcakes. We are located in Lakewood. If you Google us, go on our website. The address is there. The business hours are there. You can place your order online and all that good stuff.
Yep. Tell them Yelp you, right?
Yeah. But leave a review on Yelp. Leave a review on Google. Or just come to the bakery and buy stuff. That'd be great too.
Well, Coco, I would like to thank you for joining me today. I really wish you would have bought some cupcakes on set. Like I promised a couple of people some red velvets.
I'm sorry.
But I should have just ordered them ahead of time.
Yep.
And that,
But thank you for having me.
Thank you for really being here. Like, really, I really appreciate you. I really do.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining me on the Black On Only podcast. See you next week.